Do you want to paint your board game miniatures fast? Good, me too. Let's do it in 90 seconds. We've got some models from Mantic's The Walking Dead All-Out War, and they're primed in a colour that will be common to all of them: flesh. Army Painter Barbarian flesh to be precise. We'll be focusing mainly on Negan, because he's cool. Start by applying the base coats. Depending on the colours, you might need a couple of coats to get full coverage. You can always prime the model in more of a brown colour if your colour scheme is going to be pretty dark. I just like not having to paint the skin by hand. Eyes are obviously optional, but I like to paint them quite early on so I don't have to be neat with them, then cleaning up around the edges where there's more margin for error. After you're happy with the neatness of the base coats, it's time to dry brush the entire miniature in white. Wipe most of the paint off the brush so that you're only catching raised areas faintly. It'll build up after a few passes. Here's what they all look like at this stage. It's easy to batch paint with this method because it's so fast. Now it's time to cover everything except the skin in a brown wash. I'm using Citadel Agrax Earthshade. Then for Caucasian skin tones, I'm using Citadel Reichland Flesh Shade. When you need a darker skin tone, like with Morgan here, you'll want to build up multiple layers of brown wash, leaving time for each coat to dry fully before going back. Keep doing this until you've reached the tone you want. Here's how they look when they're all done. At this point you can varnish them if you want, you can add some blood splatter, put some decoration on the bases. You can see I've added a bit of grass to the bases and blood splattered Lucille. Very fitting. Okay, time to get out there and paint those board game miniatures. Fast. Oh yeah, like, subscribe, give me all the money, all that stuff.